Have you ever experienced a moment, a strange, unexpected convergence of events that seemed almost impossible, yet undeniably happened? A phone call from a friend you were just thinking about, a book falling open to the exact page with the answer you were seeking, or running into someone you haven't seen in years, thousands of miles from where you both lived? These peculiar occurrences, these moments that defy ordinary explanation, have captivated human imagination for centuries. We call them coincidences, chance encounters, or lucky breaks. But what if they are something more? What if these seemingly random events hold a deeper significance, a hidden message waiting to be deciphered? Throughout history, philosophers and mystics have pondered the nature of these curious events. Is it merely the hand of chance at play? Or is there an underlying order, a hidden connection between seemingly unrelated occurrences? One man who dedicated his life to exploring this question was Carl Gustav Jung, a pioneering psychiatrist and psychoanalyst. Jung, a contemporary of Sigmund Freud, ventured beyond the realm of the individual psyche to explore the depths of the collective unconscious, a vast reservoir of shared human experiences and archetypes. Jung's fascination with the mysteries of the human mind led him to coin the term synchronicity, a concept that attempted to explain the inexplicable. He defined it as a meaningful coincidence, an acausal connection between an inner, psychic event and an outer, physical event. Imagine, for a moment, that our minds are not isolated entities but rather intricate instruments, subtly attuned to a deeper symphony of existence. Synchronicity, in Jung's view, suggests that our inner world and the outer world are not separate but interwoven, communicating through a language of symbols and coincidences. In this exploration of synchronicity, we will journey into the heart of Jung's revolutionary idea. We will examine the origins of this concept, delve into real-world examples, and consider its implications for our understanding of reality, consciousness, and the very fabric of existence. Join us as we unlock the secrets of synchronicity and discover whether these extraordinary events are merely chance encounters or glimpses into a profound interconnectedness that binds us all. Jung's journey to synchronicity. To truly understand the concept of synchronicity, we must first understand the man who brought it to the world's attention. Carl Jung's journey was one of intellectual exploration and personal transformation, a quest to unravel the mysteries of the human psyche. Born in Switzerland in 1875, Jung's early life was marked by a fascination with dreams, mythology, and the paranormal. He delved into the works of philosophers like Nietzsche and Schopenhauer, and his interest in Eastern thought, particularly Buddhism and Taoism, profoundly influenced his worldview. Jung's path crossed with Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, in 1907. Their initial collaboration was fruitful, but their differing views on the nature of the unconscious ultimately led to a parting of ways. While Freud focused on the personal unconscious and its repressed desires, Jung was drawn to a deeper layer, a universal reservoir of archetypes and symbols he termed the collective unconscious. This concept of the collective unconscious, a shared pool of human experience that transcends time and culture, would become a cornerstone of Jung's theory of synchronicity. He believed that this vast, interconnected realm could manifest in our lives through dreams, symbols, and, most intriguingly, through meaningful coincidences. One of the most compelling illustrations of Jung's concept comes from his own life, an anecdote that has become legendary in the annals of psychology. It involves a patient, a scarab beetle, and a remarkable convergence of events. A young woman, struggling with a particularly rigid and rational worldview, was recounting a dream to Jung. In the dream, she had received a golden scarab beetle as a gift. As she spoke, Jung heard a tapping at the window. He opened it to find a large scarab beetle, a rare sight in that part of the world, attempting to enter the room. Jung caught the beetle and presented it to his astonished patient, saying, "Here is your scarab." This extraordinary coincidence, occurring at the precise moment the woman was describing her dream, shattered her resistance to the idea of a deeper, interconnected reality. This incident, Jung believed, was more than just a random occurrence. It was a manifestation of synchronicity, a moment where the inner world of the psyche and the outer world of events converged in a meaningful way. The scarab beetle, a symbol of transformation and rebirth in ancient Egyptian mythology, held profound significance for the patient's psychological journey. Jung saw this event as evidence of a hidden order, a web of connections that links our inner experiences to the external world. He believed that the collective unconscious, this vast reservoir of shared human experience, could orchestrate such events, communicating with us through the language of symbols and coincidences. But how does this happen? How can our inner world influence outer events, or vice versa? Jung suggested that synchronicity operates outside the realm of cause and effect, defying our conventional understanding of linear time and causality. He proposed that there exists a principle of acausal connection, a way in which events can be related through meaning rather than through a direct causal chain. This principle, he believed, is rooted in the collective unconscious, a realm where time and space are not as we perceive them. Jung's concept of synchronicity challenges us to reconsider our understanding of reality. It suggests that the universe is not a cold, indifferent machine but a living, interconnected system, and that we, as individuals, are intricately woven into its fabric. Have you ever experienced a coincidence that seemed too meaningful to dismiss as mere chance? Share your stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your encounters with the unexpected and explore the possibility of synchronicity in your own lives. Types of synchronicity and real-world examples. Synchronicity, as we've seen, is a multifaceted phenomenon. It can manifest in countless ways, weaving its threads through the tapestry of our lives. Let's explore some of the different forms it can take, each with its unique characteristics and implications. One common type of synchronicity involves dreams. Have you ever had a dream that later came true, or one that seemed to foreshadow a significant event? Jung believed that dreams could act as a bridge between the unconscious and conscious mind, offering glimpses into the future or providing symbolic messages relevant to our waking lives. Another intriguing form is premonition, a feeling of knowing something is about to happen before it occurs. This can range from a subtle hunch to a vivid vision, often accompanied by a strong emotional charge. While premonitions can be unsettling, they may also serve as warnings or guides, prompting us to pay attention to our intuition and make choices that align with our deeper selves. Perhaps the most prevalent type of synchronicity involves symbolic events. These are occurrences that carry a particular meaning or resonance for the individual experiencing them. It could be encountering a recurring symbol, receiving an unexpected message that speaks directly to a current situation, or finding a lost object at precisely the right moment. These events often feel like the universe is trying to communicate with us, offering guidance, confirmation, or a gentle nudge in the right direction. Synchronicity is not just a modern concept. Its traces can be found throughout history and across cultures. Literature, art, and even scientific discoveries bear witness to the power of meaningful coincidence. Take, for instance, the uncanny parallels between the lives of Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. Both were assassinated on a Friday, both by a gunshot to the head. Both had successors named Johnson who had served in the Senate. These eerie similarities, while perhaps statistically improbable, have fueled much speculation about the nature of fate and destiny. In literature, we find numerous examples of synchronicity woven into the narratives. In Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities, the character of Madame Defarge knits a register of those condemned to die during the French Revolution, a symbolic representation of fate and interconnectedness. Similarly, in Shakespeare's Hamlet, the appearance of the ghost foreshadows tragedy and sets in motion a chain of events that ultimately leads to the protagonist's demise. Jung, throughout his career as a psychoanalyst, encountered numerous instances of synchronicity in his clinical practice. These experiences further solidified his belief in the interconnectedness of the psyche and the external world. One of his patients, a woman struggling with intense anxiety, reported a dream in which she received a golden chain with a pendant shaped like a sun. The next day, while walking in the park, she stumbled upon a small, antique shop. Drawn inside, her eyes fell upon a golden chain with a sun pendant, identical to the one in her dream. This synchronistic event, Jung believed, symbolized the woman's unconscious desire for wholeness and integration, a message from her inner self guiding her towards healing. In another case, a man obsessed with the number 4 was plagued by repetitive dreams of a clock striking 4. Shortly after, He received a telegram informing him of his father's death. The telegram arrived at precisely 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This synchronistic event, though tragic, highlighted the potential for the unconscious to communicate through seemingly mundane details, revealing a hidden layer of meaning in everyday occurrences. These examples, drawn from Jung's own experiences and from the broader cultural landscape, illustrate the pervasive nature of synchronicity. It seems to whisper to us through dreams, symbols, and unexpected events, inviting us to look beyond the surface of reality and consider the possibility of a deeper, more interconnected existence. Synchronicity in science. While synchronicity may seem to reside in the realm of the mystical and the subjective, there are intriguing parallels emerging from the world of science, particularly from the field of quantum physics. Could it be that this revolutionary branch of science, which challenges our very notions of reality, offers a new perspective on the nature of meaningful coincidences? One of the most perplexing aspects of quantum physics is the phenomenon of entanglement. This occurs when two particles become linked, sharing the same fate no matter how far apart they are. A change in one particle instantaneously affects the other, defying the limitations of space and time. This seemingly impossible connection resonates with Jung's idea of acausal connections, where events can be related through meaning rather than through a direct physical link. Similarly, the concept of non-locality in quantum physics suggests that information can travel instantaneously, transcending the constraints of classical physics. This challenges our understanding of causality and opens up the possibility of a deeper interconnectedness that underpins the universe. Could this non-local realm be the stage where synchronicity plays out, where the boundaries between inner and outer reality become blurred? While these connections to quantum physics are fascinating, it's crucial to remember that synchronicity is not solely a scientific phenomenon. It's deeply intertwined with personal meaning and interpretation. What might seem like a random event to one person could hold profound significance for another. Imagine, for example, finding a feather on your path. To some, it might be just a discarded bird feather. But to someone grieving a loss, it could be a comforting sign from a departed loved one. The feather itself hasn't changed, but its meaning is entirely dependent on the individual's personal context and beliefs. It's important to acknowledge that Jung's concept of synchronicity has faced its share of skepticism and criticism. Some argue that it's merely a matter of confirmation bias, where we selectively notice and remember events that confirm our existing beliefs. Others dismiss it as wishful thinking, a desire to find meaning in a random universe. Indeed, from a purely statistical standpoint, many coincidences can be explained by probability. With billions of events happening every day, it's inevitable that some will appear remarkably improbable. But does this negate the possibility of a deeper meaning behind certain occurrences? The challenge in studying synchronicity scientifically lies in its subjective nature. It resists quantification and controlled experiments. However, this doesn't invalidate the experiences of countless individuals who have encountered meaningful coincidences that defy rational explanation. Perhaps the key to understanding synchronicity lies in embracing both the scientific and the subjective. We can acknowledge the role of chance and probability while remaining open to the possibility of a deeper order, a hidden connection between the inner and outer worlds. Ultimately, the question of whether synchronicity is a genuine phenomenon or simply a product of our minds remains open. But by exploring this intriguing concept, we are invited to question our assumptions about reality, consciousness, and the nature of meaning itself. Synchronicity in everyday life. While synchronicity may seem like a rare and elusive phenomenon, it's actually woven into the fabric of our daily lives. We may simply be missing it, caught up in the rush of our routines and distractions. But by cultivating awareness and paying attention to the subtle cues around us, we can become more attuned to the whispers of synchronicity. One of the keys to recognizing synchronicity is cultivating a state of presence and mindfulness. When we are fully engaged in the present moment, we are more likely to notice the subtle connections and patterns that might otherwise go unnoticed. Practices like meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature can help us quiet the mental chatter and become more receptive to the subtle language of synchronicity. Another important aspect is paying attention to our intuition and gut feelings. Often, synchronistic events are accompanied by a sense of knowing, a feeling that something is significant or meaningful. Learning to trust our inner guidance can help us recognize these moments and explore their potential significance. When we do encounter a synchronistic event, how can we interpret its message? There's no one-size-fits-all answer, as the meaning will be unique to each individual and their current circumstances. However, there are some general principles that can guide us. Firstly, consider the symbols and archetypes involved. Jung believed that the collective unconscious communicates through a universal language of symbols. Exploring the cultural and personal significance of the symbols involved in a synchronistic event can offer valuable insights. Secondly, reflect on the context of the event. How does it relate to your current thoughts, feelings, and experiences? Does it offer confirmation, guidance, or a challenge to your current path? Finally, trust your intuition. Often, the meaning of a synchronistic event will not be immediately apparent. Allow yourself time to reflect, meditate, or even dream on it. The answer may emerge gradually, revealing itself through a feeling, an insight, or a subsequent synchronistic event. Synchronicity is not just about recognizing meaningful coincidences. It's also about using these experiences for personal growth and self-discovery. By paying attention to these subtle cues, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our purpose, and our connection to the universe. Synchronistic events can act as catalysts for change, prompting us to reevaluate our beliefs, make important decisions, or embark on new paths. They can also offer reassurance and confirmation that we are on the right track, even when faced with uncertainty or challenges. By embracing synchronicity, we open ourselves to a deeper level of awareness and a more meaningful experience of life. We begin to see the interconnectedness of all things and recognize that we are not merely isolated individuals, but integral parts of a vast and wondrous universe. Take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever encountered a synchronistic event that led to personal growth or a shift in perspective? Share your story in the comments or take some time to journal about it. Exploring these experiences can unlock valuable insights and guide you on your journey of self-discovery. Synchronicity and the meaning of life. As we delve deeper into the realm of synchronicity, we begin to glimpse its profound implications for our understanding of reality and our place within it. It challenges the prevailing view of a fragmented universe, where we are isolated individuals navigating a random and indifferent world. Synchronicity suggests that we are not separate from the universe but intimately connected to it, woven into a tapestry of relationships that extend beyond our immediate perception. Every thought, emotion, and action creates ripples that extend outwards, influencing the world around us in ways we may never fully comprehend. This interconnectedness implies that there is an underlying order, a hidden intelligence that orchestrates the seemingly random events of our lives. Synchronicity, then, becomes a language through which this intelligence communicates with us, offering guidance, support, and a sense of belonging. This brings us to the question of purpose and destiny. Are we merely adrift in a sea of chance, or do our lives have a deeper meaning and direction? Synchronicity suggests that we are not merely passive observers, but active participants in the unfolding of our lives. By paying attention to synchronistic events, we can gain valuable clues about our life purpose and the path we are meant to follow. These events can act as signposts, guiding us towards our true calling and helping us fulfill our potential. Sometimes, synchronicity may challenge us to step outside our comfort zones, to take risks and embrace the unknown. It may lead us to unexpected encounters, new opportunities, or life-changing decisions. By trusting the guidance of synchronicity, we can align ourselves with the flow of life and discover a deeper sense of meaning and fulfillment. Beyond its implications for our understanding of reality and purpose, synchronicity also has a profound spiritual dimension. It suggests that there is more to life than meets the eye, a realm of consciousness that transcends our ordinary perception. Synchronicity can be seen as a bridge between the material and spiritual worlds, a way for the divine or the universe to communicate with us. It can awaken us to the presence of a higher power, a guiding force that orchestrates the symphony of existence. This connection to the spiritual realm can deepen our sense of intuition and inner knowing. It can inspire us to live with greater purpose, compassion, and gratitude. By embracing the spiritual dimensions of synchronicity, we can embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Synchronicity invites us to expand our awareness, to look beyond the limitations of our rational minds and embrace the mystery and magic of the universe. It reminds us that we are part of something larger than ourselves, connected to a web of life that extends beyond our comprehension. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of synchronicity. We hope this video has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to look for the hidden connections and meaningful coincidences in your own life. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content on psychology, philosophy, and spirituality. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family who might be interested in exploring the mysteries of synchronicity.